Hello everyone, this is Dr. Aaron Seaton with another video. Today's video is about overeating and what to do about it. This is actually pretty common in our culture where people are eating more calories than they need, and a lot of people struggle with losing weight, or perhaps they're gaining weight, energy issues, you name it. A lot of things can be tied to this. And I myself actually recently wanted to look at kind of where I was with my calorie intake. I was eating a lot of healthy food, but I wasn't really measuring or kind of just checking just to see, hey, how am I doing on my portions? So there are some things that I did that were very, very helpful for me. I noticed immediate improvements. From time to time, I would deal with some indigestion. And just a lot of times after having a meal, I noticed, gosh, I'm really full. I just felt like I might be overdoing it here. Yes, I'm eating lots of healthy stuff, but I think I'm eating too much of it. And so what I did is I looked at what's called a macro plan, which tells you, hey, based on your weight, your goals, your activity level, how many carbohydrates a day, how many fats, how many grams of fat, how many grams of carbohydrates, and how many grams of protein you should be eating per day to hit your goals. And I used that as a guideline. I wasn't, religious about it, sticking with it, but I started to learn from this process about how to properly measure food and know exactly how much protein I was getting in the meat I was eating, how many grams of carbs were in 1 cup of rice. All these little tricks that I just started kind of incorporating into my daily life. And after about 30 days of doing this, I noticed after my calculations that I was overeating anywhere from 500 to 700 calories a day. That's a lot. I was able to get away with it because I'm a pretty active person. I exercise a lot. I move throughout the day. As a chiropractor, I'm not just sitting in one place when I'm doing my job. But I noticed 500 to 700 calorie surplus every day. And so once I started implementing that, I started going with this right here, that portion control, and just understanding, okay, I was really overdoing it and I don't want to go back to that. The things that I've noticed is I've been sleeping better. I've been sleeping through the night instead of waking up 1 or 2 times a night, which is awesome. I've also had a more stable mood. I've just felt better. I felt like my energy is better throughout the entire day. So there are a number of things. And then like I said, I was noticing some reflux and digestion issues from time to time. And that went away completely just by knowing what portion of food I need to eat and when. And now you can start here, obviously with a macro plan. You're like tracking your carbs, your fats, your protein, which can be very helpful. It doesn't need to be forever, but it really did help me get an idea of what those portions look like. And then once I started noticing that, it became a lot easier just to portion control without having to measure all the time, because I've seen what that looks like, and I go, and sometimes like with my rice, I still just do the 1 cup of rice, done. I have some oatmeal in the morning with my breakfast. It's always a half a cup of oats because I know exactly what that is as far as protein, carbohydrates. So I still use my little measuring cups here, but it really did help me gain understanding of what I was eating and how much I was eating. And the benefit of that has been fantastic. So I just wanted to touch on this today because it is a common problem, and we don't need to eat to where we're like stuffed. We don't need to do that. And once we go through this process of understanding how much calories is in certain foods, and we just put in work for about 30 days, I think is fair. If people really track what they're eating for about 30 days, it teaches them that, hey, after about 30 days, I really have a good feel of how much chicken breast I need, or steak, or whatever it is that you're eating. And it really does make you very conscious of your health. And the other thing I've noticed is naturally I'm just done eating a lot sooner, because I believe, my stomach has had a chance to adjust to this new lifestyle. I just don't crave the food as much anymore. I don't feel like I eat as fast. So this process was very helpful for me. So hopefully touching on this is very helpful for some of you. I'm Dr. Aaron Seaton with the Chiropractic Place.